Hello there friends, and welcome back for another mod review. Today I got a really cool mod pack to review for you guys. This is the Claas Xerion 4000 saddle track version 1.0 with AR frame mounts. And what the AR frame mounts are 6 different attachments for this tractor to meet all your fertilizing needs, and actually one of them is a tipper. So we're going to discuss a few things regarding that. We're going to go over the shop, check out some of the specs. We'll take a look at these as well before I get them out on the field and test them out for you guys. Okay guys, just before we get started, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my newest Patreon supporters, Ted Corder and Alan Myers. Thank you so much guys for helping to support the channel. It really does mean the world to me. Every little bit helps guys, seriously. Like, you don't realize how much that means to me when you guys are able to support the channel. And if you'd like to support yourselves, the link will be at the end of the video and in the description for my Patreon. So let's get started. We'll start with the tractor right over here by itself. This comes in a few different variations, few different engine sizes and stuff, but I'm going to go over the basics, what it is as is first up. So the file size for this is 139 megabytes. The power is 308 kilowatts with 419 horsepower. The price in the shop is $330,000 with a $790 a day maintenance fee. It has a max speed of 50 kilometers an hour and a fuel capacity of 740 liters. Now, if you're familiar with this tractor, it has quite a bit of different options you can choose from when buying it at the shop, as well as IC controls, and it has different tire setups and steering controls. It has like the crab crawl and stuff like that. So very nice looking tractor. It attaches to all these nicely. Now it is a little tight with some of these fitting them on, but you will get it. You just sometimes you have to stop and just like edge it back a little bit before it'll connect. Now I'll tell you straight up, if you get the duals for this, you're not going to fit under there, but it will work with the regular tires or the wide tires. So you can see the little hook up there. It also has a 3-point hitch right on the back. Very, very cool tractor. Love the Claas Xerion and Lexion series. Very, very nice. Okay, let's start it up. Test out a few things right off the bat. We got our lights. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Then we got our brights. 3 different settings there. Try our hazards. I don't know. Are the signal lights not working? I don't think the signal lights are working, guys. Unfortunately, they don't. Okay, so that's one thing. Try out our beacons there. They work just fine. Yeah, it's surprising that the signal lights don't work. This is only in beta, so he's probably going to fix all that stuff. Okay, let's try out the horn. Oh yeah, I like the horn. Let's take a look in the cab, guys, and we'll go over some of the IC controls. Not a bad looking interior. Very, very nice. Okay, let's bring up the IC controls. Like I said, I'm going to get my hood up there. Okay, so we'll go over the steering controls from the exterior view. For now, I'll just go over the IC controls. With left Alt, you can toggle between your ICs. You can adjust your steering. There's the change your screen. That's pretty cool. Fold your hydraulics. You can get extra hydraulics for the front of this. Let me press left control again just to, or alt, just to be able to turn here a little bit. We can open the doors. Rim hubs. We might have to take an exterior look for that one. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can notice, like, let me get down here a little bit. There's kind of smooth there, but watch when I change it, it kind of looks like there's rivets on it now. So that's really cool. I like that. So that's what that adjusts, your placement rib hubs. And I do believe that's about it as far as IC controls. Let me just take a look over this side to be sure. Got a few things here. That's for your front hydraulic. Change the menu on the screen right, the door, I'd imagine. Okay, let's look up here a little bit. We got this screen here. I love all these extra little things, man. Just makes it pop that much more. Look at all these little things you can mess around with. Very nice. Warnings. Yeah, there's to turn your warnings on. You can see it in the mirror there, look. Very cool. Okay, guys. So I do believe that's it for the IC controls. Can the seat flip or anything? No, that's good. But quite a few there. So let's take an exterior view and we'll check out the different steering setups here. Now this is as is. This is all-wheel steering. You can see they all turn, so this turns very, very beautifully. Very, very tight steering. But if you want to change that, let's see, it's left control and Y. I hope that doesn't change. Okay, front wheel steering, of course. Okay, crab steering. You know how that works. The thing just kind of moves a little, kind of creeps along. It takes a little getting used to the crab steering, but you can see how they're offset a little bit. But very cool that it has that. Left control and Y. Crab steering the other way, and then back to your all-wheel steering. So that is very cool that they added all that. Plus, if you press left control and B, you can change the cab around. Yeah, actually, the change drive direction, I thought that was to turn the whole cab around. What's happening is, if you change drive direction, when you press up, it's going to go backwards, and down, it's going to go forward. So it just changes that right around. Left control and B once again. If you get it back, I think that's back. Yes, that's back to normal now. So we'll get attached to this. Like I said, some of these will be a little tight, but just be patient. I'm sure he'll finish it in the next version. Some are easier than others to attach to, but there's the Surrey Spreader there. So it looks pretty decent once it's all hooked up. Nice little pack, man. I like this. So let's go test some of these out, guys. So I have a little bit in each. We have the Amazon dry fertilizer. This Birdman is also a dry fertilizer. Like I said, there's two dry fertilizers. There's two Surrey spreaders. There's a Manure Spreader, and there's one that's just a tipper itself. So yeah, let's start this guy up. And go over the shop first off and go over just a couple of things with that tractor just before. So like I said, you can get hydraulics in the front or not. Front hydraulics, no hydraulics. Then yeah, you can get that. That's the normal engine setup with the 419, or you can get it with a chip in it, and it brings it up to 500 horsepower. It brings your price up a little bit too, but you can max that out. Wheel setup, we have standard twin wheels, narrow twin wheels. Michelin tire setup, I'll show you that in a second. It's just basically normal tires with Michelin written on the side. Then you got your wide tires, and then back to your standards. You can change your rim color, of course, to any color you want. And this is kind of cool because you can get it in your basic green here, or you can get it has a different grill on it, and then you can start getting into different colors. Now this one is all done up in black. You have two variations of black, you have two variations of red, and two variations of white. So that's really cool. I like that they give you all these extra options. So that is it as far as that's concerned. So okay, let's get this guy out here and we'll test him out. So like I said, this is a dry spreader. Go back over to the shop. I'll show you where your implements are going to be. They're all in their nice little category right here, all done up, ready to go. So we'll start with the first one. This is the Amazon ZGB 8200/10. Price in the shop is $72,500 with a $100 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 18,000 liters. It has a work width of 42 meters, so pretty wide, and a work speed of 22 kilometers an hour. So let's test this out. There you go. You can get a nice animation for the spray coming out there as well. So very nice. And you can open the covers with these guys. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. But I'm not going to cover too much of this field because I do have to test the others. And I'm kind of driving this tractor so you can get a look at how this thing handles. Pretty smooth, I'll tell you that. All-wheel steering is what I would prefer, because it just handles like a dream. It's beautiful. Okay, actually I'm going to jump back inside here because I have the other one lined right up in my... Okay, so this is another dry spreader. It's just a different brand name. As you can see, this Claas is all done up in red. Looks really sharp with the red rims and stuff, so very, very cool. So we'll take another shot over to the shop and we'll go over this one. This is the Birdman Arc 125. The price in the shop is $54,000 with a $90 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 22,000 liters, and it has a 24 meter work width with a 22 kilometer an hour work speed. So let's get this bad boy going, and we'll see how he handles here. There we go. So pretty much the same animation as the other, just a different brand name and a different look. And as you can see, you can open up the top one as well. This one kind of flips to the side instead. Very cool though. And this looks great in red, like I said, it looks fantastic. I love that you can just buy one tractor and then you can buy all the attachments as well. So, okay, next up guys, we have a manure spreader. Is this the manure spreader? Let's see, I think I'm doing these in the wrong order here. I think I was supposed to get that Surrey tank first. Let's get over to that exterior. Okay, here we go. So this is your Surrey spreader. Nope, that's in order. I just kind of jumped in between there. But this is the Flegel VFW 20,000. The price in the shop is $40,200 with a $70 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 20,000 liters, a work width of 15 meters, and a work speed of 20 kilometers an hour. So, like I said, this is for Surrey. And I have a little bit inside to test it out. Alright, look at that. So, 22 kilometer an hour work speed it says. And we'll shut that off. What did I say the work width was on that? Kind of forget. 15 and a 20 kilometer an hour work speed, sorry. So let's get him off the field and we'll push on. These things just look awesome. Here's a white one, guys, done up with the Surrey tank, so very cool. Alright, you're done. And next up we have a manure spreader. See, some of these are a little tight to get into, guys, so you will have to be patient. You will get in there, though. He just needs to either raise that or lower the tractor a little bit. So, go over to the shop. Once again, we'll take a look at the manure spreader here. Next up, we have the Birdman Htw. Price in the shop is $38,000 with a $65 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 18,000 liters. It has a work width of 20 meters and a 22 kilometer hour work speed. So let's get this rolling out. Everything's working just fine here so far. This one's done up in black, guys. So you've seen the black, the white, and the red, and the green. So that's all your color variations there. You will have to unfold this guy. Okay, and off to the races. Look at that. We've got a nice, well, there's nothing nice about liquid poop, but it looks pretty cool on the ground. I like that animation. Fantastic. What a great little mod pack, man. Really, really like this. Okay, guys, next up, we have our regular tipper. Now, I just have a little bit of silage put in there. There's nothing I could really show you about this, besides it just being your everyday tipper. Let's go over the shop and we'll go over a little bit of the specs on this. So next up we have the Birdman Htw 65. Price in the shop is $38,200 with a $65 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 16,000 liters, a work width of 50 meters, and a work speed of 20 kilometers an hour. So there you go. And we're going to test this out. Well, we can't really test it out, but I can dump this stuff on the ground with Control I. So you can get a little animation of that anyway. Is that all you're going to dump there? You won't allow me to. So that is that. Let's jump to our next one. Last but not least, we have our Surrey Spreader. Another Surrey Spreader. Looks pretty cool on there. This one's actually not that bad to slide in and out of. But like I said, some of them will be a little tight. You might even have to push it up against something. But for the most part, most of them work just great. And, well, they all work great, but just slide in easier. Like I said, take the singles. You can take wide tires. Just don't get the doubles because you'll never get it on there. So, over to the shop we go. Let's go look at this last one here. We have the Zoomhauer Guella 16,000. The price in the shop is $37,600 with a $65 a day maintenance fee. It has a capacity of 16,000 liters with a 15 meter work width, a 20 kilometer an hour work speed. So Yeah, your work speed is not determined by your tractor, it's determined by these. Same as a harvester, your work speed's determined by your header, not by your harvester itself. So, we have to roll this guy out a little bit. As you can see, I already have some slurry put down inside. And we're spreading slurry. Big old mess. Now that looks pretty cool though. I like that animation, looks great. So there you have it, guys. Let's go over the shop one last time. We'll look at all these. Like I said, all your attachments are going to be here in one little section right at the end, and the tractor's going to be in your tractors, of course. And like I said, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attachments. So that was the Claas Xerion 4000 saddle track version 1.0 with AR frame mounts. The file size is 139 megabytes. Additional information and links can be found below in the description, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, maybe you could leave a like on your way out. And if you're new to the channel, guys, why don't you go ahead and click on that right there in the middle of your screen, and I'll bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. Plus, my Patreon link is just below if you'd like to help out a smaller channel and make content. It's always appreciated, guys. So until next time, take care, and I will see you all in the next one.